Hello, everybody. On the Astro-gravitational talk time, talking about energies that present. Take the moments, take the situations, and take the flight. Since the moon yesterday moved into uh, areas, you may gonna feel those new energies that comes in, especially today. Since yesterday, especially today, the moon supporting at this beautiful fire towards Mars and Venus within the intuitions, it gives them that support there. Today is going to be also the moon is going to be sextiling the sun, and that's going to put additional positive energies of cooperations. We're talking about these cooperations between the intuitions and authority within you. And you're gonna feeling like in the midday energy that is there, that it's gonna begin to be increasing over time during, especially within the afternoon. Okay, there's gonna be some times for the energies that are gonna be going down. They can Nothing can be perfect because he has to have a balance of going up and down. But that's how you learn. That's how you're developing your strength. That's how you're developing yourself from within you. Don't forget about it that your personal development leads to the development with others. And that's what the energies are. They are testing you first in the personal level, and then they're testing you with somebody else. All right. So, with that being said, uh, going out over to the energies today. What is going to be cooking? If you watch the quick report, which is helping some of the people just to look at the energies, not to have in discussions up here. That's good. That's okay for it. Let me know what is your mind for even these discussions, or let me know your mind about the quick astro-gravitational report there is there. What is your more what you needed? And I want to say also thank you to all the new subscribers here there. So let's go and dive in within the energies. The energies they are going up, that gravity there. It's create these energies that we're feeling with because we also have a gravity, we also have a magnetic field that either resonates or it doesn't resonate. Either you pull or you push. What is it going to be? So, 7 o'clock in the morning, midheaven, it's at 20 degrees of Pisces. That is going to be a little bit pushing this towards the authority. It's going to be squaring the sun, and the sun is squaring Neptune. This is kind of like a lack of authority. I don't see where we go. I don't know what it is. I don't have the visions. Doesn't have the guidance. I feel this different things inside. The moon currently it is supporting Mars and Venus. This is going to be a very beautiful energy there. If you catch that energy, that's going to be pretty good. The energy that's rising in the horizon, that is it. The energy of the family. That energy is going to be very resonate too much with Saturn. Saturn is in divine energies with Venus still, and this is going to be take some while. But the same thing, Saturn, it is still sextiling Jupiter, and the North Node is there. You support. Some of you may feel like you're limited. You're limited of preventing to do the wrong things. If your things doesn't go, you have to understand they're not supposed to happen. But when you just even making the little things, talking about this 10%. You do this 10% and then the rest of it happen on its own, the rest of the 90. That is what you need to learn to follow this path of the destiny inside of you. So with that being said, that is going to be pretty much at 7 o'clock, the energy. At 8 o'clock, midheaven is going to be joining the moon within areas. That's going to put extra spiritual parts about these correlations of Mars, Venus, the moon, in Aries. New beginning, new fresh start, new things developed, new energies to store, think something brand new. You to kick it off with that, especially when the right now Mars and Venus, they're both connecting to those points. They see the same spirituality, inner work they need to do, which is in midheaven. They see the same emotions of let's give a birth to something new. And at the same time, the feminine energies are in the divine energies that they saw what Mars was before. Now they not only know, they also feel these divine energies, whatever the Mars was feeling. If you go back a little bit while back, when a Mars was in divine energies with Saturn. So this is a very beautiful because Mars takes the lead, females followed in there for, but later on October, things are going to be getting a little bit, but they're going to get together. This is going to be a very beautiful time in October. Ascendant is at right now at 8 o'clock. Is going to be at 24 degrees of Cancer. That's going to be opposing Pluto. Pluto is already in Capricorn, as you see it. You are evaluating things on Earth, and you create a different actions there. It's a beautiful time with communications. It's a beautiful situation because Venus makes the communications and transformations are in order according to the learnings from Saturn. Beauty, beauty. So, talking about all this, some of you may be experiencing certain situations in there, but if there is a will, there is a way. If it's meant to be, it's going to be. Looking at them, those two processes in there, you have to, do something. If you do nothing, nothing will happen. But talking about this 9 o'clock energy, the midheaven is going to be very close to Chiron in there, and the midheaven it's going to give you glimpses of authority, which is that's what the moon is going to be coming and give you this energies like hold your horses, the intuition is coming towards you, chill out, relax, things are okay. The ascendant is together with Venus, so that's what the energies is rising right now within the horizon. That is a very beautiful, this energy focus within Venus. But look inside of you, what you are going. Either you're going into this beauty, either you're getting into this beautiful energy within the intuition, or you're fighting. You're fighting the destiny, you're fighting things that wasn't changed, wasn't transformed. Pluto can brings your negative emotions because you missed the boat, you missed the train, you missed the plane. Don't worry about it. It's only review you to learn. You missed, you missed. There is always going to be next train. There is always going to be a next situation. There is always just going to be another train. As long you learn from the past. So with that energies later on at 10 o'clock, the moon actually is going to be giving support to all this fire. It's going to be adding into that at 10 o'clock. That is the fire of the moon sending to the ascendant, the rising energies. Like here we go. You guys can do it. You can be the kings and queens in there because right now Mars and Venus in the form of prince and princess. Kind of like a type of a deal. Some of you are going to feel like a new the beginning and so on. But the moon that is in right now in Aries is just shining that fire within. And Venus taking the charge on these situations and these positions of that moment. Midheaven, it is connecting with Jupiter in the North Node. Together with Saturn, they make a great combinations. The only thing here is that Mars and Venus are squaring midheaven Jupiter, the North Node. Still, some of you who actually don't, you're not proactive, you're not reactive in the positive energies. What are you getting? You're getting the negative side. So if you look at it within yourself, you have to make the choice. What do you see? What do you look? How the things are there. So later on at 11 o'clock, midheaven, it goes at 24 degrees in Taurus, talking about material situations, material stuff with the universe. They are supporting by Pluto and Mercury. Communications about this, maybe something that has to do within the material world, talking about moving to another place, organize a new place, beginning something new on Earth. That is what the Uranus, these sudden changes. But these sudden changes are coming from what? Pluto is in Capricorn, Uranus is in Taurus, all Earth, major cardinal changes. But since Pluto is retrograde, major cardinal changes is beginning from what? Spirit is retrograde motion. Works of your subconscious, using your soul for the material organizations in Earth. Because both Taurus and a Capricorn, they're Earth signs. Since the cardinal sign of Capricorn takes in charge, Pluto is going to be taking this lead. Is like here, sudden change. Oof. And now, when you have a midheaven in there, that is related to the beginning of the 10th house, which is your profession. Midheaven, it is the point of things that you're going to be doing right now. So it's very beautiful, beautiful. And since we have a Mercury who is in Gemini, sextiling Venus, and at the same time it's trining Pluto, there is a very beautiful energies of communications between people. Okay, so it's beautiful at that positions. At the same time, the ascendant is at 29 degrees of Virgo, divine energies from Pluto and Neptune. Divine visions, anyone? You probably have it. If you feel good, if you feel in peace, if you feel all these energies, that's where it's coming. That's what it's coming. Mars is going to go into these energies later on, and Venus is going to be following after that. Mars is going to go move forward, and Venus is going to go retrograde to rebrush things, to rewrite things, to redo things. Then Venus is going to go back again to the same divine energies. And that is going to be a very beautiful periods, guys. Very beautiful. Rough, beautiful. So at 12 o'clock midheaven, it goes in Gemini. That is going to be very good sextile with Venus and Mars of these positions. Ascendant it's at 11 degrees of Virgo, trines with the North Node and Uranus in there. But the ascendant is squaring, it's opposing Saturn. Maybe some of you is going to be seeing the limitations. If you see the limitations, they have reasons there. Maybe it's not the time to do things. Maybe there is a things that it goes on. Maybe the thing, the situations is. But also there could be limitations to test you, how strong you are. But don't rush, don't push things, and don't force things. That's what Saturn is right there. Saturn is to limit you to like, dude, do it naturally. Okay? See what needs to happen. Everything is going to happen in divine order. So, without being set with this, this is going to be the midheaven work with Gemini. The friendshipness between Mars and Venus is going to be very, very beautiful because of these combined energies. This time, the moon is actually is going to be moving forward, so she brings these disconnections from the energies of Venus, but it's going to be more focused right now within Mars because the moon began first to give more to Venus. It was only Venus, Venus, Venus. Then the moon moved forward, connect Mars, and now it has to move out and feel the same energies, the same amount of time to Mars. Basically, this is like mom pays attention to the daughter, then later on pays attention to the son. Now it's like, okay, I pay more attention to earlier. It's not equal. Now I have to put this equality in the masculine energies. So this is going to be a very beautiful time for some of the masculines. They are actually working within themselves. At the same time, the moon begins to have sextile with their authority. That is this energy that shows up the authority within you and the intuition how to cooperate with yourself. Very good of stopping this authority debacle. Since yesterday you may feel like offline, offset, off like I can't hold myself. What is this going on? What is this distorted energies going around? Maybe some of you feel like lose their mind and so on and so on, but there is a reason for it. Now, though, the things is going to be more calm down since the intuitions and the authority begin to work again. And they're like, we'll get it. Chill out, relax, we'll get it. So later on at 1 o'clock, that's gonna be the midheaven with the authority. Finally, it's like, okay, I see that I didn't see out the visions, I didn't have all these energies, but now since the moon is there, I see what you're doing with Mars. This is gonna be like the father talks to your mother is like, you know what, you did the right thing. I appreciate it. But if you look at it in a personal levels, communications is the authority sees the feminine intuitions is like, thank you for calm down the warrior. And the same time, the warrior says, thank you for the intuitions because you told the authority within me. Very beautiful cooperations moments of this. Very beautiful. It may feel intense because of the moon is in areas in there, but the calm down energies of the intuition tells you everything is going to be okay. Keep on walking. That way, the mother gives energies to the son and the father, sort of it. But when you look at it within yourself, those are the energies that you're going to be understanding. Maybe something that has to do within your family tree, situations, however you're going to take it. So at 2 o'clock, midheaven goes to 6 degrees of Cancer, family time. I think it's a proper time for all this. And also in the horizon, it's the rising energy of the peace and the balance in Libra. Beautiful divine energies, you follow them. They're coming. They're like on waves. Comes in, comes out, comes in, comes out. But we're all doing this. But if you pay attention, we are going forward. Slowly by slowly, you're going through a positive hour to a negative hour, positive hour, negative hour. As long as you understand and you learn and you improve yourself. So this energies is going to be the beautiful again with this, with the moon being our emotions in there. It's a beautiful time. With Venus, it's a beautiful time because she's learning. She's more eager to learn there because the ascendant at 5 degrees is in divine energies with Saturn, and Venus is divine energies with this. She sees that whatever she's learning right now, it's all about the balance within the relationship. There's nothing more beautiful than this. Okay. But if you're using your ego, you're going to miss those energies. That is it because of Mars and Venus are squaring Jupiter and the North Node. That's it. Is the people who's not working. They're not doing their work. They have different expectations. They have different things inside. They have an agenda, focus or something, and that's how they're missing the beauty from within first, and then the beauty with their partner. So it's going to be interesting, challenging times, but those challenging times, because right now Mars and Venus is in Leo, it is about growth. You're either going to grow to the good or to the bad, but it's all about growth, right? All right. So going forward with this, later on at 3 o'clock, midheaven is going to be in Cancer. That is going to be opposing Pluto. Ascendant is at 17 degrees of Libra. That is going to be opposing Chiron and the Moon at this time. And what was the reason not to have a balance? The reason there was no balance is because of one or the other had too much authority. One way or another, there was too much authority. Maybe a dual authority. I want to do it, but I want to make it, but I can do it if. And that is this is going to be kind of like a process that needs to be worked. But right now, the authority understand I have to have one authority. There is no if, buts, and so on or that. One authority, one situation, and no more dealing with this duality of the Gemini. One Gemini is telling this, the other Gemini is telling that, and it's like constantly internal battles. If you are Gemini, you definitely know what I'm talking about. If you have something in Gemini or ascendant in Gemini, You most likely definitely know what I'm talking about. That constant inner fights of two things. Okay? But when you straighten up yourself, it's like you two be quiet. You have one mind. That is it, the lessons that Gemini's is here to learn. All right, with that being said, at 4 o'clock p.m., the midheaven is going to be together with Venus, focuses in there. This time you're going to be looking at that. There's going to be a so intense energies, but the divine push is going to be present. The divine push is really going to be present. And not only one way, but too many other ways. So the ascendant there is at 29 degrees of Libra. That is going to be in divine energies with Neptune. Neptune is sextile in midheaven together with pretty much together with Venus. There's going to be a reflections of that energy because midheaven it's at 4 degrees. Venus is at 6. Okay. Venus is still in the divine energies with Saturn, and the ascendant is a trine with Saturn, and the ascendant is still in trine with the Sun at 21 degrees. So, talking about all this, this is the most beautiful positive energies you can have. You're working on that positive energies. The love is growing, the things are going, and so on. But you're going to facing the negative side, the negative energy that is it coming in with I'm not facing my destiny. I'm not doing enough. I need to do more. I see what the things it is. I see that I need to change. And you feel this outside pressure. Okay. But that outside pressure, Mars went into it. And when you have Mars and Venus connecting together, and they have that beautiful communications, which is Mercury. Mercury is sextiling midheaven, Venus, and Mars, and its supports in there. As you see at all these points in there at 4 o'clock, something beautiful it's coming out. But it's coming out because the diamonds are created under pressure. And the growth is there. You have to breaking up the shell of the seed so it can be able to come out. Cocoon time, butterfly. You're changing yourself to butterfly. Yeah, it's gonna take some push to break the cocoon. All right, so 5 o'clock midheaven, it's going to be at 19 degrees of Leo. That is going to be very beautiful energies with the moon and Chiron of that point. Ascendant is at 11 degrees, 1 minute of Scorpio. I mean, the pressure, it is actually from the shadow. It's like, I haven't done this before, or I have looking at this, I'm scared, or so on. It's some things that you need to work within your shadow. And both Mars and Venus look at it, the shadow, the fears in there. They are squaring the ascendant, and the ascendant it is opposing Uranus and Jupiter with the North Node. If you have the fears, you cannot have the destiny. If you're afraid of your destiny, you're not gonna get it. Put that into your head. And by learning this, the ascendant at 1 degrees is actually in a very beautiful trine with Saturn. And Saturn is divine energies with Venus in there. Put the love more in there. It's a beautiful time because Saturn is also sextile with Jupiter in the North Node. So all it goes through the learning. You're learning to overcome your fears. But you need to know what those fears are and what your fears are in the shadow. So at 6 p.m., the ascendant is at 22 degrees of Scorpio. That is a beautiful divine energies with an authority. Take the divine responsibility to dig into the shadow. You know what? I'm going to allow my soul to go ahead and ending these fears. My soul is fearless. I am on fire. The moon, it is in Aries. She puts that fire in the soul with Mars, and she is together with Chiron, healing your wounds. And Mars, that is in this beautiful, beautiful trines with Chiron. It is the time that the warrior heal his wounds from the battles that he has or he had. So he knows he has to move forward. Healing time, anyone? Pretty good, actually. At 7 p.m., midheaven is going to be at Libra, 21 degrees there. Divine energies with the moon and Chiron, spoken about this. It's pretty good follow up from the previous hour. Ascendant is at 4 degrees. It is a divine energies with the North Node in Jupiter. Ascendant is in trine with Venus. He is in trine with Neptune. He's sextiling Pluto. Positive energies. What happens if you choose not to? So here is midheaven is squaring the sun. You're getting this your way authority in there. You don't see the visions of the divine energies. You put yourself blindfolded. And at the same time, the ascendant tells you you have no communications. You don't communicate with things in there. Why are you not communicating? And right now with Mercury that it's squaring Saturn in there, that is going to be limitations. We don't talk about this. We don't do things about it. We are now looking at this energies and everything. That is a if you put in yourself in a karmic relationships, you and your karmic partner don't talk about issues. While the spiritual people they are like, you know what, we need to talk about this. Let's figure out this out. We're all together. Let's see what's going on. Why you're reacting, why I'm reacting, what is all this? But if you follow the divine energies, they're telling you the guidelines, and you're like, okay, we see. I see my side. I see what I did wrong, and the other side says, yeah, I see what I was wrong, and they're both coming together. It's like this is what the issues. This is the road we need to take, and it's all beautiful. So later on at 8 o'clock, the midheaven goes into that balance that was previously at 2 o'clock in Libra. Is this beautiful energy between Saturn and Jupiter in the North Node. You do your inner work, you get the goodies, you get the balance. Communications are great. Mars and Venus sextiling that midheaven, this inner work. This is a beauty time for all together. There is a beautiful energies with Mercury. It's trining the midheaven, and right now gives you this power of inner work of transformations in the relationship. What else do you guys want? You can satisfy the ego of wants, but when you get the right needs are covered within you, and everything is beautiful. What else? We always want more things. We always get it. Oh, not enough, not this, not that. You need to understand that sometimes the wants can be so much demanding, but sometimes the wants are the dreams that you have to go forward in a journey of life. This is what you have to look and make a separations with all this with yourself. And at 9 o'clock energies, midheaven is going to be at pretty much 24 degrees of Libra. That's going to be trining the sun. That is going to be these energies to the authority here. You two get the authority in balance, but it's still some more things to do. There's always going to be more things to do. Some of you are going to feel this pressure of the things that needs to be changed, things that needs to be improved. As long as you don't tell each other who what's supposed to do or forcing your views in there. You do your part, if the partner do their part, no issues, right? So this is going to be one of the things that maybe you should take a look within yourself and so on. And in the next hour, which is 10 o'clock, Mars is going to be really digging in there. So is Venus, because the ascendant, the midheaven is in Scorpio. It's looking into the shadow, what it needs to be clean, what it needs to be coming out, with all this inside. And the midheaven, it is a beautiful trine with Saturn. At the same time, Mars is in divine energies with the ascendant. Mars is like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow God. I'm going to be putting everything into the divine. But how many men will do that? How many warriors will stop the battle and it's like, you know what, it's the name of God. I'm going to be doing this. Or you're fighting in the name of God. But as long as you don't tell yourself, oh, I'm God, I'm just going to do all this. I'm not worried about this. Divine energies out there. I'm the maker. Okay, good, great. Are you walking with the divine energies? Because if you don't walk in together with the divine energies is not walking with you. And then when the things goes down, the things doesn't go right, then you get angry. Do you deserve that to yourself? Just think about it. Let that sink in. And at 11 o'clock, midheaven is going to be at 24 degrees of Scorpio. There is a divine time with the authority. Yeah, you don't listen to divine. Divine reminds you about, you know, I mean, if you don't hear the soul begins to scream within you, and you're like, okay, I'll do it. That is going to be for some of you, but some of you is maybe going against communications, going against certain changes, fears, and so on. Develop with this. Ascendant is at 2 degrees of Aquarius. It's pretty much together with Pluto. Reminds you that you have to be a rebel a little bit. You have to invade things. You have to move. Otherwise, you're stuck in life. But where the stuckiness begins within your fears. Where is your fears are? Where your fears are? In your shadow within you. What is the fears are? Illusions. And when you go through the fears, you find that this illusions was yours, made it by you, accepted by you the most, because they could be from people that showing up fear situations and so on with that. And that's what was the astro-gravitational report there. See, like nobody's in the chat, which is that it is okay. It's not, hopefully, this astro-gravitational report there is going to help you with in your life. If there is something it needs to be comment, let's be a comment. If not, I will share the love and the light with you guys. And I will see you later on at the main channel. Love you all and be love. And put the love in you. Love you. All right, guys. Have a great